Alright, so I'm gonna make this video because it's something that's been really irritating me and been on my mind, and I just feel like something needs to be said. My last video, I apologize for the fan in the background, but today it's only about in the 60s. I don't know. It's been hotter than Hades, and yeah, I wouldn't have been able to function had I not had a fan going, so I apologize for the background noise on the last video I made. But here I am, no background noise, hopefully. Got cats. We'll see. But yeah, this specific thing has been heavily on my mind. And pretty sure I'll die without coffee, so I had to make a cup for this. But yeah, the thing that's been on my mind is again, and I've mentioned this in other videos, I think, in passing, just like the validation of somebody who has debilitating mental illness, debilitating chronic illness, chronic pain, unseen disabilities, that sort of thing. And the people who observe these people, like me, who, maybe color their hair or put on makeup or look fine on the outside, and, maybe the person only sees the good days, because typically when somebody's really sick or chronically ill, we only go out when we're having a good day. There's a lot of canceled plans. There's a lot of things that fall through. There's a lot of times where I know that myself specifically, I don't leave the house just because I know that if I do, it's going to be one of those days where I don't know if I'm going to be able to drive home or drive anywhere, or I might feel a migraine coming on, or my hip feels like it's going out, that sort of thing. But yeah, anyway, unseen disabilities. I can't stand people who know, actually, about the unseen disabilities or the unseen illnesses. They know about it, and yet they still, behind that person's back, will say something like, oh, well, so-and-so has that same condition, so there's no excuse for them not having a job because so-and-so has fibromyalgia and they have a job, or so-and-so has bipolar disorder and they have a job. They have a 9 to 5 that they clock into, and there's no excuse, blah, blah. And they just, look at somebody and consider them to be lazy because they don't know the full extent of maybe how somebody is dealing with their own illness, or how many combined illnesses that person has. And yet they don't have the balls to say it to your face. Or they'll say something underhanded in passing. I'm going to try and keep the cussing to a minimum this time, so let me just have my earrings speak. Yeah, that's how I feel. Anyway. So yeah, if you're like me and maybe you're into makeup, maybe you're into hair, and sometimes you have a better day, so you actually do the thing, because like I got this Beetlejuice hair dye and some other stuff that I wanted to try, and I actually had the strength to manage it. I obviously didn't bleach my roots, so I'm gonna have to do that eventually, and then go back over with the hair dye. But, yeah, I actually managed to muster up the strength the other day to do my hair, and today I felt like I was semi-well, so I did my makeup. Because I don't know if anyone saw the last video, but I literally just moved my ankle, and it started cramping, and I couldn't walk on it. it wouldn't hold weight very well. And I literally just moved it from, one side of my easel's leg to the other, and it twisted, and it just felt hyperextended, and it felt awful. So, there's that. So, if you're someone like me and you maybe have fibromyalgia or you suffer with really bad chronic back pain, sciatica, migraines, anxiety, bipolar disorder, whatever it may be, because I have all of the above, just the people that or you find out are saying these things behind your back, or they're actually saying underhanded comments to your face, just avoid those people. Oh my God, I don't even care if they're your family. I don't care if they're your mom. I don't care. Just take a break. Because that shit is toxic. And I know people too who think it's encouraging to be like, oh, well, I found this ad for this job I think you could do because this, that, and the other. And they give you like, a link or a newspaper article or something. And you're just like, that's nice, but I have about 14 migraines a month and they just come on randomly. So hopefully you don't get fired if you call out 2 times in a week when you first start a job. You feel me? I don't think a lot of employers are going to put up with that. That's just a wild guess, but I mean, based on my life experience, as little as it may be to someone else, that's not going to fly. They need you to be there. And be there every day and clock in and clock out and only have specific days off and not call in, and you have a 90-day probation period and then and then maybe there's a day that I twist my ankle like that and it seems like nothing, and then all of a sudden I can't walk. Or I wake up because my back pain is so severe and it takes me like a half hour to an hour just to muster the strength to get out of bed. But because I look like this, because I try to make myself feel better about myself, I must not be sick. If I can still paint, if I can still draw, if I'm not in a wheelchair, or if I'm not missing a limb, or if I'm putting on makeup or dyeing my hair or coordinating an outfit or going out to a mall or any of those things, I must be delusional. I must be lying. I must not be sick, right? And I'm sure a lot of you who watch this video have experienced the same thing, or at least I hope. I hope I can hashtag this video well enough to where people who are in the same boat will see it, will understand that you're not alone, and will understand that it is okay to say no, it is okay to take a break, it is okay to tell people, hey, I'm not feeling real well, so, this and that. Even if you feel like you have to make an excuse, which you shouldn't have to because you're freaking valid, just be like, hey, I'm busy with this and this, sorry about that, like, something, sorry, not gonna make it because I can't find a ride, or sorry, I'm not gonna make it because, or, oh yeah, I'm not really in the mood for guests today because whatever. I mean, you're valid, but, that's the thing about chronic illness. It's chronic, but not constant. Chronic and constant are not the same word. They don't have the same meaning. They never have, and I feel like I shouldn't have to, for native English speakers or anyone who knows a little bit about the English language or has access to Google will understand that chronic and constant are not the same. So I might have a really awesome day where I can go out, do things, clean the house, wash dishes, paint, put on makeup, dye my hair, and then the next 3 days, I can't get out of bed because I have a cluster headache. I have a migraine that turns into a days-long cluster headache, and I can't even open my eyes because the light burns to the point where it feels like somebody stuck a branding iron in my freaking eye sockets. So, I mean, I don't really have a good frame of reference for that, but I mean, I would assume. I don't know. Anyway. Go away, stupid fly. There's flies in here. Anyway. But yeah, I mean, I have things every day that I try to do as ritualistically as possible, but literally, I can't tell you how many times I even get up from this chair and forget why I got up. Like, I'll get up from a chair or whatever I'm doing, go into another room, have no freaking clue why I went, like, at all. And it'll take me like a good 5-10 minutes to remember. It's hideous. It's awful. The fogginess of my brain, the holes in my memory, my lack of concept of time, hot flashes even, just flare-ups of absolutely crippling pain in my neck, my shoulders, my hands, my back has bulged discs in it that cause sciatica bilaterally, so that means on both sides, actually, and it switches off sometimes in, like, my hips. I can't, like, I can't sit comfortably, I can't stand comfortably, I can't lay down comfortably, like, that sort of thing, or same with shoulders, like, I'm a side sleeper, for example, and I'll wake up with numb arms, or, you know, my neck will just be on fire or something. And then I also get TMJ, so my jaw becomes extremely painful, and it gets so bad sometimes that it feels like an abscessed tooth. And if you've ever had an abscessed tooth, you know how absolutely crippling that pain can be. Well, imagine getting that, but you don't have an abscessed tooth. Your body's just extremely disrespectful of you, and it just decides, oh, your jaw's gonna hurt today. Have fun. Can't eat, barely drink water, can't talk, obviously, can't tell anybody really. You have to write on a piece of freaking paper to tell somebody what's going on. And that hasn't happened to me for a little while, but oh my God, when it does, it lasts for days. The worst stint of this, it lasted for like a week, and then finally I went to the ER, because the ER, they hardly ever do anything, especially if it's a network of providers you have previously gone to, and they have a profile on you, and they see chronic conditions and all this. They won't do anything, and it's like, I just need to sleep. The pain is so bad. I haven't slept in like 72 hours, dude. But they don't care. They don't care. You just want Percocet, and you're just a drug addict. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of things that come with it, and a lot of things that people don't know. But the fact that, you know, I even have to say that people who talk behind someone's back or say underhanded comments to someone's face, and it's the fact I even have to make this video about that is disgusting to me. It's not your effing business. It's not your effing place. I mean, do you want somebody to come up to you and be like, hey, the way that you dress is effed up because it's not how I would dress, or the job you have is you know, isn't good enough, or your house is gross, or like just stupid, just things you wouldn't say to people, you know, things you wouldn't say, things you would maybe think to yourself because you're an asshole, but things you just wouldn't say or say about a person when they're not around. Like, I'm trying to get better and better about that, like actually confronting people to their face and not letting it simmer and just talk and communicate and be an adult about it. I am trying to learn and grow every single day and trying to learn what I've learned in the past 5 years of therapy and my journey with chronic illness and, you know, getting diagnosed with bipolar disorder type 1. Trying to use all that and trying to remind myself to not let the toxicity around me seep into myself. And that's really hard too. Like if you notice yourself becoming like that, where you feel like I don't know why I keep doing that with my shoulders. It looks ridiculous. It looks like I have no neck. Sorry. Anyway, you know, I mean, because a toxic environment can definitely seep into you and definitely rear its ugly head in your tendencies as well. And so, I mean, I'm just trying to be more mindful of that in my personal life and in my actions and my words and my thoughts. You know, like doing to others what you'd have done to you. That's, I mean, that's as cliche as that is. If you hate the toxicity, take a break, self-assess, assess the situation, assess the relationship, and do self-reflection, and, you know, come back to it. Come back to it when you're comfortable. Come back to it when you feel like you're in a better headspace, and maybe talk to that person and tell them how, you know, how it's affecting the relationship and why you've distanced yourself and why all this is going on with you and all that other good stuff or bad stuff, you know. Tell them what you feel like an accomplishment is for you. Tell them what you feel your failures are, insecurities that, you know, are exacerbated by their words or comments or the things that you found out through a mutual person, that you know, the things you found out they were saying. Just try to talk about it, I guess. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. Just, that's pretty much it. It's a hard journey. It's definitely a hard journey. It's been a hard journey for me. You know, especially last year, dealing with the end of a relationship of half my life with someone I considered to be my best friend, like one of my best friends. I mean, I have an awesome best friend, and I have an awesome, you know, sister. My sister, she's not actually my sister, but I've known her for a very long time, and I do have good friends. But this person, you know, I had a toxic relationship, and there was stuff that ended that relationship, and I mean, last year really made me think a lot about that kind of thing. So it's a hard pill to swallow. It's something to think about, and it's something to deal with, and it's just, you know, on top of everything else, but it's worth it. What the heck? Flies, man. Anyway, that's about all I have to say. It's just been heavily on my mind, and again, I feel like I shouldn't have to make this video, but apparently I do, so here it is. Anyway, sending my love, sending good vibes, sending all of those awesome things your way. And if you made it to the end of the video, took time out of your day to watch this, I appreciate you. And I hope it helped in some way. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.